Hey guys, how's it going? It's 10:02 on a Sunday and we're here. Boxy, how's it going? Ronnie, Idle, how's it going, y'all? I hope y'all are doing well this Sunday evening. Well, I hope y'all are doing well, at least for the most part. You know. Let's see. All right. Okay. These. And just in case if I need these, it's always good to have those. And is there anything that I'm missing? Not really. Nerd special win? I don't know. Almost 3K subs. So worried about gaming, my friend in Canada. I'm sure you'll be fine. My friend Vices is now my thumbnail creator. Oh, that's cool, man. That's cool. You could probably tell, but I make my own thumbnails. But that's cool. You got somebody to make your thumbnails for you. I'm just making some room right now. All right. Let's see. That should be okay. That should be okay. Yeah, I've been busy all day today. I've been busy like nonstop all day today. Hold on, let me get the microphone here. I've been busy. Cartography. Did I spell it wrong? I did spell it wrong. Yeah, well. Cartography. I thought I spelled it right. Oh well. I'm gonna update it now. There you go. It's been updated. Oh man. All right, let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? All right, let's let me move there it is. Document camera. There we are. All right. So do you got any good memes I could use for a video? Most of my memes come from X or Twitter. Some of them are good, some of them are not good, some of them are borderline excuse me, not even borderline offensive. They are offensive in every shape and form. Oh yeah, that's right. I was doing something with that one. So what's on today's list? Oh, just chilling, man. Just not doing too much of anything. Gonna probably just. I've been busy working, and today's been exceptionally busy. And the only reason why it's been exceptionally busy is because I'm trying to. So here's the thing, and I don't think I explained this last time I streamed because I've been exhausted. So let me pull this up here really quick. So the thing is, I hate brain rot. You can send me the good ones when you can. Okay, we'll do. So my thing is that I'm pretty much in charge of building curriculum and establishing it towards the system that my school district employs. Okay. The only thing is with the system that they have adopted, there is no there's nothing for AP World History. So I have to build it from the ground up. And that is pretty much what has been don't do that. Why no finals? Oh man, I played finals earlier today, and I'm only gonna be streaming for maybe about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. So I don't know, maybe something towards the end, Angel. I can't promise anything. It is a Sunday night. It is the night before the work night. It is a yeah, you get what I mean. So we'll see what happens. Oh, no one else has my profile unless screenshot it because my friends custom made this for me. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I was on earlier today, but then I had to leave the house, and so I I hope you got decent sleep last night. I did. I actually did. I slept really good, and then I went to go buy a new pillow. I needed a new pillow for my big ass head. Um, and I hopefully this actually helps me sleep tonight too. You'd be surprised like how much it really is just a pillow. Men can sleep just about anywhere, so it's like, and in practically in any position. All right, I think we're good here. I am. I'm thinking about dropping like $30, guys. Yeah, so I had to leave earlier. I had to leave earlier today, and I accidentally forgot to close the finals, and so I was on there for like 4 hours when I really was away from the house for like three. So, um, it's one of those things. I'm thinking about dropping $30, guys, for this. Let me show you before we start moving on. Um, so Humble Bundle has these 40 items here, and they're all basically royalty free music packs, and they have some really really good stuff. And I was checking the original price on the website. It's absolutely crazy how much the value is of these things are, because the $50 a piece is actually true. Like on the website, it's literally $50, and they're selling all 40 of these things for $30. I am seriously thinking about just dropping the $30 so I can have all of this music. I love collecting music like this too. That and helps out with videos and stuff like that. So yeah, we need tips. Yo, we need tips. Y'all got any tips for middle school? I got. What do you want to know, man? What do you want to know? I got plenty of tips. They might not be the best tips, but they'll be tips nonetheless. You're terrified. Don't be terrified. You have nothing to be terrified about. You have absolutely nothing to be terrified about. You just have to remember that you're going to a place. I know this is going to sound very cliche, and it's going to almost sound like a parent, but you're going to a place. What's the name of your world and countries, or you haven't thought of it that far yet? Well, so I've been working So the world map itself, or the world itself, is going to be called Terrace. It's kind of like a play with Terran. Um, the continents, not so much. What I'm trying to do here is so. Let me see. Do I have it here? I do. So I originally started with this concept here. If you'll indulge me here. One of my fellow students, let's say he might be struggling, which is terribly sad. I'm sorry to hear that. It is not good, so that's why I'm excited, because I want to see all the bad kids go to detention. What do you recommend for my cartography class? In terms of pencils are going to be great if you can get yourself some. For me, I have a particular taste, so these pencils work out very well. This is 0.7, 0.5. There's also another type of pencil. Let me see if I can find it. I can't find it. But they're sketching pencils. They're like I think it's like an HB2 or HB2 or AB2. I can't remember. I'll have to tell you that. So, but getting yourself some decent pencils is going to help you out, and then also too a good rubber or eraser. If you see these particular erasers, these are really good. They especially since you're going to be working with pencils like these, because you're going to be doing fine, light lines as you start. And then the next thing that you want to do is get yourself a decent pen. Now you can use ballpoint pens if you want. You're more than welcome to. I mean, I started off using ballpoint pens, but then I really got a feel for these. This is a Pilot G2. The Pilot G2s I fell in love with in college. I love the way they feel in my hand, and they come in various sizes. This one comes in a 0.38. Oh, my nail is, oops, sorry. A 0.38. It's an ultra fine tip, and the line itself is ultra fine. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, time. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'll start from the beginning. How about that? All right. This is probably like next to history. Next to history is probably one of the things I get really excited about is map making. Okay. So we'll start from the beginning. And then I'll show you guys everything that I've been working on. First things first, get yourself some paper. All right, Angel, go ask that girl out, man. Get yourself some paper. All right, this is going to benefit, this will help out. You don't have to get this particular brand, but you need to get something. A lot of Germanic house names. Yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you. So this right here will definitely, good paper will definitely, especially if you're going for a particular style. So like this paper is actually really good if you want to like soak it in coffee and maybe like burn the edges to give it that used and authentic look if you want to. It's really durable and it's really nice. It's really good, and it comes in different sizes, so that'll help you out. Next thing is going to be a good eraser. These erasers are really good. Most drafting and architect classes use these erasers because of the fact that when you erase them, they don't really leave streaks. And of course, you don't have a whole lot of pink stuff like those regular school erasers that you would probably get. So it's good to get your hand on a set of these. Okay. Now comes the other part. All right. Pencils. Now, there are different types of pencils that you can get your hands on. All right. I prefer mechanical pencils. Wooden pencils are great. You can get sketch pencils. I think there's I think it's a HB2, but most lead is going to be HB something. It just depends on how hard you press. The HB sketch pencils that you can buy at any hobby shop, the leads themselves are either a lighter tone or a darker tone. That's what the numbering and the lettering means. You can check it out. But me personally, I prefer I prefer mechanical pencils. Now, if you're going to get the mechanical pencils, you got to get them in various different sizes because the lines are going to be different. So this particular one is 0.5 millimeter. All right, this is really good for fine lining, like trees and mountains and stuff like that. And then you have what's next is I also have another 0.5. Personally, I prefer Pentel, and this has a good weight to it and has a really good feel to it. So I would, depending on you, like, people prefer Dodge or Buick or Cadillac or whatever. I prefer Pentel in terms of pencils. Again, 0.5 is like for your finer stuff, and then you have your 0.7, which are it's a thicker line, and it's a little bit darker too. So these are generally the pencil sizes that I use. And the next one is pens. You want to get yourself a decent set of pens. Now, I like Pilot G2. Pilot G2 pens are my favorite. I fell in love with these in college, and they're really comfortable in the hand. I use them for practically every day, and these come in different sizes. This one's 0.38. Then there's also 0.1. 0.1 is like a really fat, thick line, which is going to be like this one. I don't know what happened to my my G2 1.0, but I do have a stand-in for it. You may not need protractors or compasses or anything like that. That's kind of like a little bit more advanced if you're trying to measure distance and you're trying to at least get some things right here. Well, thanks, April. I appreciate it. So it's up to you, but rulers do do help out quite a bit. All right, now on to what we were looking at just a little while ago. So currently, right now, I'm in the process of making my own content and world, as it were, for D&D, which it can also be applied to Pathfinder, any 3.5, 2E, stuff like that. It's just it's really nothing fancy. All right. So I'll go ahead and here we go. All right. So my original concept. Are you teaching on your day off? I'm not teaching on my day off, Whiskey. I'm just sharing my hobby. And so I started off with a simple concept at first. Okay, so the idea here is I created this small little nation here. All right, and I was thinking to myself, like, I really, really wanted to do something ahistorical for one thing. So it kind of falls in the line of our universe in terms of history, but it's just a little bit different. Um, but then I was like, nah, that's too overplayed. That's too cliche. So let me just try to mimic or copy, but I'll give it different names and different things. All right. Hey, how's it going? How's it going? What's that? Porkster live on Twitch. Thank you for joining us, man. Appreciate you. So I did this, and I started working it, and I was naming different places, and I was starting to develop a story in my head as I was drawing, and I wrote down some lore. But then I started thinking, like, I need a bigger picture here before I start messing around with the small stuff here, you know. Um, so, oop, I hit the camera. Sorry, chat. So this right here, go ahead and zoom out just a little bit. So this is one concept for Terrace that I had. And then let's see. I went through so many iterations of this place. Like, this is another one. Oh, that's upside down. I had it right the first time. So this was another one that I had. This was one iteration of Terrace that I had, but I didn't like it. I didn't care for it. I was like, no, I'll try something else. And then this was another one right here. I thought it was cool. I liked it, but then I started thinking, like, okay, I kind of already drew a map of where I have this nation state. Where is that, you know? And so I kept on going. That's a different map for a different thing. Oh, that's a completely different thing. That was just me experimenting. More experimentation. And then I just kind of gave up. I was like, holy crap, I'm never going to bring this world to life. And then I think I was sitting... Where was I at exactly? I don't remember. But I was sitting somewhere, and I had this idea. I was like, okay, I like this. This looks cool. So I kind of played with it. And I started thinking, like, okay, this kind of looks like an area, or I'll just redraw the nation state map, which I probably could. And which I planned on doing. And that's where this comes in. Are you streaming me streaming? Angel? So this is something that I was going to build off of now. All right. Thank you, Boxy. Thank you, Boxy. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna redo this entirely. All right. So that's why I created this. Now I'm pretty content with the coastline. I'm pretty content with the coastline. So I'm just going to go ahead and, just for the sake of it, I'm going to ink the coastline here. All right. So I'm going to zoom it in just a little bit. And we're going to start inking. Let's see. What's this? I'm gonna play some lo-fi, guys. So if it's too loud, just let me know. I hope it's not too loud. Oh, where are my headphones at? Hey guys, how's it going? Right there. Okay. So I'm not looking at chat right now. So if y'all are saying something, give me a minute. I will be there in a second. I don't know what happened to my finer pen, my finer point pen. I actually had something a little bit smaller than this. I was hoping to use that instead, but I couldn't find it. Let's see. All right. What's going on in chat? Angel, what's going on? My wrist would be cramping. First, people were trying to call me out and saying that I'm sus. Angel over here is being really sus now. I'm sus ironically. There we go. Wait till I start doing the trees, then my hand will really start to cramp up. Getting that confidence down. Now I'm getting faster. No, I don't think so, Ice. I don't think that's a possibility. Now the funny thing is, I've tried recreating this particular sketch on my software on my computer, and I cannot even get anywhere close to how this looks. So I kind of just said, okay, well, I said, okay, don't need to worry about it. Okay. Now we just gotta get this small island right here off the coast. I'm gonna embellish some of these lines here. All right. Nah, I highly doubt it, Dragon. I highly doubt it. there's a lot of good reasons as to why it won't. All right, let me see. Can y'all? There we go. Now we're gonna work on these small islands right here. All right. Let me see something here real quick. All right. Can y'all see? I can turn on the light just a little bit here, but I don't think that works all that well. All right. I could survive my profile picture. Seeing how my profile picture is an embellishment of myself, sure. I think I could survive it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's go ahead and zoom the camera out just a little bit and let's see what it looks like all finished up now. You know what that kind of looks like? That almost looks like the Texas. It almost looks like the border between Texas and Mexico. That actually looks pretty good. Now, you want to know a sad show? Watch Angel Beats. Angel Beats is a sad show. That'll put some tears on your eyes. And like right here specifically, it kind of looks like Texas. Like just this is the, you know, and it's like Baja California. Right here got like it shrunk. This looks like it should be Baja California, and it shrunk. And like that's Galveston right there. That's crazy. That is crazy. I drew this like I sketched this months ago. And wow. What was I doing? I don't even know what I was doing. So I don't even know why this is like that. All right. Let's see. Is it this one? Let me go grab a drink of water, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I'm thinking Humana broccoli Tobias cheese, man. What the heck? What did I come in on? That's my new species. All right, so put that away for a second. So now I'm thinking about doing this, guys. All right, I'm thinking about adding shorelines. All right. So now I'm thinking about adding shorelines. Now there's a few ways we can do this. Okay. Now this is pretty intricate stuff right here. Okay. This is pretty intricate stuff here. Especially this particular design. Okay. Now, there's also something, we could probably try to do something a little bit simpler. And of course, simpler is one of those things where it's like, it's nothing ventured, nothing gained. It's just safe, right? And so there's this one. And so there's this one right here, which is fairly simple, where we make we make a couple of lines. So one close to the coast, and then one about 1.5 inches or so, in roughly the same, I guess, shape. All right, and then we start to fill it in with a little bit of lines. All right, we fill out those lines, and then we add little waves, and then we erase those lines after we've inked them, and then we do this. So there's that, and then I think let me see if I can find a picture of a finished product here. it would look something like this. Something like this, maybe. Oh yeah, that'd probably be a little bit. So which one do you think? Which one do you think we should try? Because if we look at the more intricate one, okay, let's look at the more intricate one. So the first step is drawing the short lines, obviously. It's 2H, a 2H pencil. I knew it was 2 something. Okay. Now we draw we kind of like match the shore lines, as it were. Okay. Turn this off. There we go. That looks better. Somewhat better. New viewer alert. We got a new viewer? What? I just draw lines in pencil. Smear using my fingers around the land, then go over the lines and put more detail and erase a little in any areas. Oh, that's an interesting method. So this one kind of does the same thing. We're tracing the shoreline. We're doing also the same thing for the lakes. Now, of course, I don't have any lakes on that map. I'm still don't know exactly where I would put a lake. I'm kind of thinking exactly like where in Terrace. Well, no, there'd be lakes. There would be lakes. And then, of course, we continue to add shorelines. And then we add our ocean lines, like it does here. And then we finish off the ocean lines. I don't remember Elsa Gate. Yeah, here it is. I was wondering where that is. So I don't know. I do want to add. I do want to add a shoreline to it. I know that for sure. Okay. Well, both require us to at least draw some line and mimic the coastline. Okay. So since I'm gonna do that, all right. The only problem that I have. Well, no, I don't think it'd be much of a problem. Let's see. Let's. Is cereal a soup? I don't know. That's a good question. Is cereal a soup? I mean, I guess if you think about it, a ravioli is a deconstructed pizza. In a way. So I'm gonna go ahead and just. I'm gonna lightly add a shoreline here. All right, so once again, guys, I'm focused on the map, and I'm not looking at chat. So if you're asking me a question, or if you're trying to talk to me, I'm not paying attention. When I look up, I will. Just FYI, and that goes for anybody else in who's on Twitch or who just walked in on YouTube. And if I didn't greet you when you came in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to Nerd Nation. I am your host. See, this is what I was worried about right here. This peninsula. This peninsula is gonna bug me. This right here. And I knew just by looking at it, it was going to bug me. Now, I mean, I can just ignore it, you know, and kind of just go like that. Okay. I think my dad's asleep. I genuinely thought that was Frozen. You sound like a guy on TV. I've returned. Welcome back, Boxy. I am your hostess. I am the host with the most. All right. I will be your history teacher and your teacher on this road that we call life. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy the chill vibes. Let's see. Right there. You should draw the full map of Earth, of Middle Earth, in its entirety. Oh my god, dude. Are you crazy? I barely possess that kind of skill. Like, if you've ever seen, and apparently you'll be our cartography teacher too, that is correct. I wish I had the skill to draw, like, the Tolkien style map. All right, so this right here is going to be another one of these situations, or like how I did over here. So I'm just going to like not hug the coastline. Now, if I ever did a regional map or a smaller map of just this area alone, then yeah, I could probably do the shoreline, but you know, we don't need to worry about that. All right. right, so we have the main coastline. We have the main coastline done, or the shoreline done. Excuse me. This is going to be kind of. I'm not. I mean, I already inked the islands. I'm not gonna get rid of them at all. That would just look tacky. But I'm gonna come back and tackle this one later. So. All right. So let's see. I'm gonna go this route. This is the route that I'm gonna go. Okay. So it says here, once your first line is completed, trace another line on the outside of your shoreline. Again, trying to maintain 1/8 of an inch between the two lines as best you can. You may include additional shorelines on your map, though 2 to 4 works best. Okay, so then we make a second line, 1/8 of an inch. Mr. C, should I turn off my pop's light? He's out cold. You know what? Yeah, I would. That's what I would do to my dad. If my dad was asleep on the couch or in the recliner, I'd go out there, turn off the light. You know, that's what I would do. All right, so we need 1/8 of an inch. Oh boy. 1/8 of an inch. Oh boy. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. Where's my other ruler at? Alright. So 1/8 of an inch is roughly about right here. About right. Look at that, chat. That's roughly that right there. No. That little dot right there. There he goes. All right. That little dot right there is roughly 1/8 of an inch from this one, from that line. All right. So we roughly have our 1/8 of an inch. So it's going to be basically from there, which is kind of crazy. So I'm going to zoom this camera back out. I'm just gonna I'm gonna just start right. Let's go. I'm just gonna do it ever so lightly. We'll try to stay true to that 1/8 of an inch, but no guarantees. Now you want to remember, you want to be you don't want to press too hard. You don't want darker lines. You want really light lines, because if you make a mistake, it'll be very easy to erase and it'll come out a lot better than a darker line would. That's why it's always good to use light pressure. Light pressure is always good. Not too much, not too little. Too little, you won't see the line. Too much, you'll break your lead and you'll leave a really dark smudge. You don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. I think this week is the week that I'm going to start tutorials. So I'm going to try to go to tutorials or conduct tutorials in the morning so I don't have to sacrifice my afternoons. Because the drive from Houston to my house is absolute murder because of traffic. And that's really all it is. And I don't feel like spending roughly, I think my wife calculated it to about, I think a week, like $140 a week on toll on the toll road. So I'm not going to do that to myself. Not going to do that to myself. Islands or shorelines? These are shorelines. Sorry, time. I was focused. I wasn't looking at chat. I need to get my third monitor back, or buy a third monitor so I can have chat while I'm over here on this side of my desk. Because, like, I'll show you the setup really quick. Well, not the setup, but so right here is my main monitor. Okay, where the camera is. I have a second monitor over here, which is really freaking huge, and it's slowly dying, so I'll probably end up replacing this one. I used to have a third monitor over here, but that monitor was like 20 something years old, and it died on me. And so I need to get me a new one and have it over here because I'm working on this side of the desk. So that's kind of like what I'm dealing with here. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to finishing up this shoreline here. It's 11:01. try not to block the all right. So it looks like we got those lines done. All right. Now you can, okay, so it says here you can go a step further and draw some defining lines to better denote the beginning of the ocean. Taking your HB pencil, draw small lines that mimic small waves extending horizontally from the shoreline. These lines can be anywhere from 1.5 inch to 1 inch long, but should vary only a small amount from one another. Okay. So if you're curious what we're talking about here, I'll show you in a second. Okay. So we'll start here in this small area right here. I'm gonna actually move this. Let's see. I should be able to. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this down. No. Not too low. And not to be too overextended. Let's see, what can I put here to keep that in check? Aha! Got it. Okay, so what we're going to try to do next is we're going to try to add some horizontal lines that are roughly 1/2 inch to 1 inch long. All right, and they're going to run horizontal. So basically, I mean, so for those of you who don't know what horizontal is, or, you know, I'm sure everyone in my chat knows what horizontal is. This is just the teacher inside of me speaking. Because I know my chat is some of the smartest people in the world right now. So basically we're going to be going this way, and we can actually have them extend out to about 1 inch, which I think is too long. If this map was like a world map instead of a regional map, like this would be considered a regional map because it's not the whole world. So I think 1 inch is too much. So I think maybe 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch would probably be the best size. So bear that in mind in terms of scale. Okay. If you have a world map, maybe 1 inch, 2 inches, I mean 1/2 inch to 1 inch is good. But if you're in a regional area, probably 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch would probably be the best way to go. And if you're even in a smaller area, Like for instance, like if we were focusing here, then you're gonna have to do it probably, an eighth, less than like an eighth of an inch, um, to like maybe, I don't know, would that be 3/8? Not half, not half an inch, but probably an eighth of an inch to like 3/8 of an inch, because you're in such a smaller area. The scale is much larger, so those little details are going to be smaller. So, or something like that. I messed up my map. Oh no. All right, so let's just for the sake of having it, So let's see. All right, so that's about half an inch. And then I don't know, chat. What do you think? Should I try again? I'm kind of okay with this, but I don't know. Let me get a second opinion here, because I'm ready to grab the eraser and have at it. Oh. It's your map, man. Dragon. This is what I mean by that. My chat is very intelligent. You're absolutely right, Dragon. It is my map. But I'm asking the community here for their opinion. What do they think? I mean, ultimately the decision is mine, right? But I want to know what you guys are. And again, that's the teacher inside of me. I want to know what you guys are thinking. What do those lines look like in the book again? Oh, yeah, sure. Be more than happy to do that. My fellow students, don't watch Nerd, not smart. Me, who is Nerd viewer, big smart. So, we're looking at something like this. I know, looking at it, my lines are just a little bit shaky, but I think that's because it's my hand. So, that's that. Looks pretty close to the book, so it's fine. Okay, I think so too. I had my eraser. I had my eraser ready, guys. I was ready to go. I was ready to go. Because I started feeling my hand kind of like wobbly. And I guess maybe I can like fix this right here. Like this little space right here. I don't like that. So maybe I can just add another, make this one longer. Nerd, if you're wobbling, put your mouse pad under your arm. I just differentiate your lines just a little because they're all about the same length. Yeah. Yeah, I see that too, Dragon. You're absolutely right. It's probably something I can do when I'm inking. I mean, most of these lines are probably not even going to make it towards the inking process. When it's time for me to ink this, most of those lines are probably not even going to be there. They're probably going to get erased or something. So, all right. Can I see the islands quickly? Sure. Not yet. I'm gonna play with this just a little bit. I kind of want to see how this is gonna go away. No way I could do this. Oh, you'd be surprised, Angel. You probably could. I didn't start off like this. You should have seen my first maps. My first maps looked horrible compared to this. Like this is me actually like I'm relaxed. I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm really like I'm getting into it, and I really like that I am. Now, generally, time. By the way, Time Flyers is taking some inspiration from your map, like the peninsula and the island. Oh, that's fine. I have no problem with that. My inspiration, I mean, my inspiration comes from whatever I can. Like, if I'm looking at a map of the world, I might have drawn this. That's the only reason why this probably looks like Texas, and this is like a miniature version of Baja California. But in terms of like, so like if I was gonna do this, and this is already inked out, the ink is dry, it would probably look something like this. Like, so this is gonna go kind of like this. All right. I probably should incorporate those islands there, but actually, yeah, let me do that. Let me do that. So it's gonna go like this. Okay, and then we keep that other line close by. I think the music stopped. That's okay. I'm plugged into the universe. I'm chilling with music in my mind and in my soul. And I'm just talking a lot of mess right now. Alright, so then we get to this spot right here. And we're going to stop. Alright. Where's my... So now that I have this, now that I have this, and this is just for a guide for me, because I know my lines will not be horizontal. So and then there you have it. It looks like an amoeba, I know. Oh man, ooh, that's a good one. I guess it depends. Okay, so it depends on the theme of your map. All right. Generally, I'm a bit of a Europhile, which means that I like European styled stuff. So generally, I try to draw inspiration from things from Europe, from the most part. I know that's an odd thing to say for an American, but there's also some good name generators, or you can use AI to help you with that too. I use AI quite a bit to help me at least just draw inspiration for names. ChatGPT has actually been pretty helpful. I'll type in like, hey, I need 10 names in a Western European style for an ocean or lakes or rivers. You know, you could you could do it that way. I like human brain generated names. Oh man, I do too. I mean, if you want to go with something, if you want to go with something, let's see. But again, it falls on where do you you know, like what genre or like your theme for your Oh, that's awesome, dude. That's awesome, Dragon. My my current theme right now, the one that I'm currently like in the process of making is um it's somewhat like an isekai history one, but just with some magic thrown into it. I'm thinking Napoleonic era, um, on the main continent. So I don't know. I'm still kicking ideas back and forth. All right, April. Good night. Thanks for stopping by. What's that? Zalrog. Thank you for watching on Twitch. Let's see. There's also a great resource called. It doesn't use. I don't think it uses AI because I've been using it for like years now. Um, let's see. Is this it? Yes. So I've used this one. Let me change it over here. So I've used this one. This one's fantasy name generators, um, and it has quite a few different types of generators. So like, if you wanted to do fantasy and folklore, they have all sorts of different types of names that you can do. You can develop real names based off of certain regions, places and locations, other names, popular culture. They even have description generators. Now these are kind of wonky, but they're not bad. These are other generators. Uh, I've been using them for as long as I've been like DMing, and they kind of help in a pinch when you're trying to think of an NPC name or like I don't know a guild name. All right. Well. Let's see. I found one of my fellow students' old TikTok channels. I'm terrified. Well, yeah, let's see. There's the Isles of. You can do the Averon Isles, or um. Ooh, well, since time is something that's inside of your name, there's Kronos. Kronos is I was just thinking about Greek mythology. You can use like the Kronos Kronos Islands, which would be one, or Sundial Islands, something like that. All right, so I think this actually looks pretty good, guys. I think this actually looks pretty good. And if we take the book into account as well, take a look at the book. This actually, it kind of works pretty well with it, at least with how the book does it. So I think I did pretty good. Okay, where's my... Now the main coastline. Ew, I don't like that. Oh shoot. Hey Henry, how's it going? Man, I got 9 people showing up on a Sunday night for just a chill map drawing stream. You guys are too kind. Like, seriously. I should add an island. I should add an island in the middle of the map. In the middle, but up and to the left. In the middle, but up and to the... Up here? I don't know. I'll have to give it a think. All right, guys. Well, it's 11:30, 11:31 actually. It is Sunday night. It is a school night. I have work in the morning, and I want to get me some good sleep. It's going to be a busy day tomorrow. So I will see you guys hopefully Wednesday. Hopefully I have my sleep schedule down this week. Probably not, but we'll see what happens. I'll keep y'all posted in the Discord. I'll keep y'all posted in the Discord. Again, if I don't stream, I'm sorry. I'm exhausted. I don't know, y'all forgive me, and you know, y'all are really chill and really cool. You don't want me to burn myself out. I appreciate that, guys. You really, like, seriously, I really do appreciate you guys. Coming in on a Sunday, just watching me, just doing this, you know, just hanging out and chilling. It brings a little bit of palpitations to this old man's heart. You know, and so I do appreciate it. I really do. Bring us some more adventures on Wednesday. Have a great night and rest week until I see you again. Oh man, God bless, guys. God bless. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Y'all have a wonderful night. Sweet dreams. All that jazz. So I will see you guys later, and I will say this. All right. Like I've always said, and at the end of every video and after the end of every stream. All right. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. God bless. I'll see you in the next one, guys.